Since it's Ramadan, now feels like the perfect time to talk about how beautiful the religion of Islam is, and also the similarities that it has with the Jewish religion. First of all, I think the majority of us don't take enough time to sit down and understand Islam. Instead, we as a people tend to buy into the Islamophobic rhetoric that is so common in the West. I went to Jewish day school and they taught us about the origins of Islam and how Jews and Muslims are literally siblings. And I always thought that was really cool. I didn't really have the words for it at the time, but the fears of anti-Semitism were instilled in me from a young age, and it just gave me comfort knowing that another group of people, Muslims, could empathize with our struggles in a world that's built for Christians. But still, I didn't know enough, and I think the most I knew about Ramadan was from that one episode of The Proud Family, and I feel like I'm probably not the only person who didn't learn a lot about Islam or Ramadan as a child. And Ramadan is so much more than fasting. Upon taking the time to actually read about it, I found that Ramadan has such a beautiful and meaningful purpose. As a Jewish person, I'm familiar with fasting through Yom Kippur, which is our day of repentance. And I understand the reasoning behind fasting within the Jewish faith. I'd kind of assumed that the Ramadan fast was done for the same reasons, but it's truly so much more than that. Muslims fast during the month of Ramadan as a form of spiritual discipline and as an opportunity for self-reflection, spiritual improvement, and an opportunity to grow in moral excellence. It's also a very festive observance. It centers family and community building. One thing I've been thinking a lot about lately is whether the people of Gaza would be required to fast given their circumstance. Because in Judaism, there's something known as pikuach nefesh, which literally means saving a soul, and it values the preservation of human life over any Jewish law. Since the Abrahamic faiths have a lot of similarities, I figured there's probably a similar rule as pikuach nefesh in Islam. And so I asked a Palestinian TikTok creator, and she confirmed that this is correct, but that the people of Gaza will most likely try to fast anyway because it is their connection to their faith right now that's keeping them going. I know there are plenty of us who are in solidarity with Palestine that don't celebrate Ramadan and who are not Muslim, but I think part of this work involves taking the time to self-reflect on these differences and similarities, because it is our ability to feel empathy and it is our humanity that ties us all together. So I encourage you to challenge your own ignorance. Be curious about Islam, its practices, its roots, because you might just find something that feels relatable. Ramadan Kareem, everyone. I wish you all well.